Hi everyone, and welcome to the read-through of Mr. Maboo and the Pooh in the Shoe. This is very quickly becoming one of the favourites of my rhyming picture books from a lot of young ones out there. I don't know what it is about Pooh, but a lot of them seem to like it. So if you haven't heard the story already, I thought I'd do a read-through so you can see what all the fuss is about. Alright, so I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Mr. Maboo is not a lot like you, or anyone else for that matter. He often gets up around 2:30 for his daily seafood platter. It causes such a big hullabaloo if the fisherman ever runs late, to bring his crab and lobsters too, and put them on his plate. The fisherman stops at the baker's each day, the old village market too, loading bread, fruit and cheese on his bicycle tray for greedy old Mr. Maboo. The closer to 2:30 it gets, the busier his table becomes. In a flash he's surrounded by 17 pets, all waiting for just a few crumbs. Mr. Maboo doesn't give them his food, yet still the animals wait. They think that he is rather rude, not sharing what's on his plate. One day, it's true, his face turned blue, no sign of his platter by 3. "Mr. Maboo, it's the phone for you. The fisherman slipped on his knee." He answered the phone with a moan and a groan. "My food should have been here by now. If I must come along, I'll put my shoes on and pick up my platter somehow." Mr. Maboo put on his left shoe while sitting in front of the fish. But when he put on his right, he got a terrible fright. The shoe went on with a big squish. "Oh, Mr. Maboo, you've trodden in poo. However could this be?" "A poo in my shoe? This can't be true. Whoever's done this to me?" "Who did this, Pooh? Was it you, Cat? Was it you? Did you betray me this way?" "I've got such better things to do. You know I've been sleeping all day." "What about you?" said Mr. Maboo to the dog curled up in his bed. "I've been burying my bone all day. Perhaps try the rabbits instead." "We've been hopping around in the garden and chomping away on our carrots. Maybe you should aim a bit higher. Why don't you speak to the parrots?" "We've been squawking away on our perch and making our cage look nice. If you want our help with your silly search, you're better off asking those mice." "We mice are too small to climb in your shoe, and our poos are too tiny, of course." "That poo is enormous, Mr. Maboo. Have you tried asking the horse?" "I couldn't do this, Mr. Maboo. It's covered in straw and twigs. It's clear to me it's got to be one of the 3 little pigs." "Well, little pigs," said Mr. Maboo, "was it you? Was it you? Was it you? I have to admit, from the state of your pit, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true." The first little pig stepped forward bravely. "It's the first I've heard of it," he said. "I've been rolling around in the mud behind the big garden shed." The second little pig had something to say. "I hope you don't think it was me. I've been looking for berries all day around the juniper tree." So everyone looked for the third little pig, the last of the 17 pets. The naughtiest animal left in the house, the pig with no regrets. He stood on the table laughing as Mr. Maboo went red. "You should have shared your food with us, but you ate it all instead." "I knew it was you," said Mr. Maboo. "I knew it right from the start." "So why did you blame all the other pets too, if that's what you felt in your heart?" "Maybe you shouldn't blame them so quick. I mean, honestly, what could be sadder? The truth is I played another trick too, and this one will make you much madder." "I did do that, Pooh," said the third little pig. "But now the joke's on you. Before you went stomping around the room, I poohed in the other one too." Thank you, everyone.